I am totally
They
up
are
for
here
having a
too,
running.
please.
I'm totally up for having a running MMO series.
Yeah, there's definitely ones I've wanted to play.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if we could actually have 4 people for Tor, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If that
I would love to do Tor for sure.
mysterious
No one would ever play it with
unnamed
me, and I always wanted to do.
if that mysterious unnamed fourth person decides to come back and join us and like play that with us, there we go, done.
Then we
TeamSpeak
could.
lag is the best thing for trying to not talk over each other.
It really is. I'm getting cold.
When you're talking to people in a room, you can usually have a sense of when people are going to talk, but when you're in TeamSpeak, not only can you not see the people, but their voice also is a little delayed, so it's really difficult to interpret when to even say things.
But that gives us all kind of like a nice pause after you talk. And like sometimes
Usually a lot
somebody
of-
starts.
Overlap occurs.
Yeah. I will say, Keith, a lot of it is your fault just because of Andrew.
I often just power through.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we're talking over each other, I'm just going to be the guy that keeps going.
I have had people that have actually come to me and complain about you because they can't stand how much you talk over people. And I always
Yes.
find that hilarious because it's like, you know, there's actually a really good reason why he does that.
What
And then
is
they
your
warm up
reason,
to you.
Wander? What is your reason?
That was my reason. For what? Talking over people?
No, no, just explain the reason.
Oh. What? You mean explain why you talk over people?
Yeah, I'm just curious to hear exactly what you're gonna say.
Well, wasn't it always because Andrew wouldn't talk sometimes unless you, like... Well, pretty much ever, so you had to just start forcing yourself to have full
Oh
commentary?
yeah, the reason why I've gotten good at solo commentary and just talking nonstop to the point where I don't even understand what I'm saying is because I do a 2-person co-op channel, and I do it with a person who often just will just not be talking, and that's just a thing. And it's just that's an experience.
You know, if I do end up moving to San Francisco, I could totally just slowly replace Andrew.
Yeah, probably. I mean, realistically, you'd be more professional about it.
It's true. Though, honestly, I'd probably want to put the footage on my my channel.
Well, yeah. If I nowadays, what I would do is, I would never make. I would just never make a 2-person co-op channel.
Yeah. It's a bad idea.
I think collaborative channels, even if it's with a friend of yours, are a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone should have their own personal channel, and if you just collaborate a lot with someone, then you just both have those videos. Because I'm essentially, there's like this obligation, like there has to be a daily video that's specifically me playing a game with Andrew, and you just don't always, like, you don't always want to play with the same person every day for literally years.
Yep. By the way, Keith, did you want that
don't-
dagger from Maradon? Because I
No.
haven't for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, because I greeted it because it didn't have any stats.
Yeah. It has a neat effect, but
No, it doesn't.
it's
just
true.
That's
That's
very
pretty
weak.
shit.
That is a very
It-
weak amount of damage.
It used to be a lot, but now it ain't.
There's someone to talk to somewhere on this map, and I can't find them. Are they up here? Oh, they're probably up here by the. No, they're not. They're not by the.
They're inside a building.
I don't. I thought they were going to be by the flight trainer, maybe. I mean, the flight master.
Maybe the meat's in the inn?
But on the topic of talking over people, though, I actually have a history of like dealing with that a lot. In high school, I had like a circle of friends. We'd all hang out outside one of the language buildings, and it was just a bunch of nerds talking about video games and stuff. And every time I would try to talk about anything, people would cut me off.
Ooh.
And like I just wouldn't get to ever say. It was so common that people just wouldn't notice me during conversation and talk over me, and so I wouldn't get to really talk. So now I just power through.
Okay, I don't see any more quests. Let's head north, I guess. Bloodsail Buccaneers.
I have no idea how to find.
Or actually,
oh god damn it!
hey guys, let's go find
What?
that wizard now. We're level 35.
I was just now wondering.
Oh, you mean he
I was
takes us to the portal to somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just ran around in the building in circles for like 3 minutes because I was trying to find an NPC, and because I thought it was for a quest. It was just someone that I had clicked on.
Like, I right.
So there was a golden circle highlighting that person just because they were currently selected in my screen.
Yeah.
So I was just running in circles.
I think that's more of a PvP thing nowadays.
Could be, just to be able to tell where they're going if they're visible.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's really weird to me that vanishing pattern now resets your skills. Because I used to use that like every 3 seconds. That was just like a rogue's. That was just a rogue ability. It's weird that they would repurpose that they repurpose that specific item instead of making a new one for that purpose.
So you guys coming up to go to the portal?
Where's the portal? I don't know where we're going.
She found it already.
Oh, where
I
is
just
she?
know where he is.
Is
Here.
it in the inn?
She's upstairs.
Not in the inn. It's up one of the planks. You know how there's all these boardwalks?
I hate this
Okay,
town.
I'm coming. Yeah, it kind of sucks. That I had to close the door because my little brother came in. He was the one flossing at me, and he hasn't quite grasped the fact that this. Oh man, you can actually scroll wheel into the map nowadays. He hasn't really grasped the fact that it's freezing cold in my house.
This is the War Mage.
Where the
So are we
hell
gonna
are you guys?
teleport?
Guys, can you ping on the map where you are?
We're literally in front of you.
You literally passed by me. Wait, you're
Oh,
right
hey.
there.
You're asking
Okay,
us to ping
where is
on
it?
the map when you're literally feet away from us.
I know.
Where? What?
You're
She just
standing
faded
at-
from existence.
The mage is right there.
Yes, the mage, the portal. Come on.
Oh hey.
That was pretty amazing. Guys, can you ping on the map where you are? And your
We're
tiger
standing.
character is just 3 feet away, staring directly at us.
Well,
Are you for real right now? I guess I should get rid of all my quests.
I am
So there's
so
a skeletal
real.
dude named Lorid. Tessarian. Oh, these Death Knights?
Where's my fucking quest button? Oh, it's L.
About time you arrived.
So you said your audience warmed up to me on the topic of me talking too much?
I think it's more collaborators actually.
Oh, collaborators were complaining about me.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I thought you said, I think your audience was.
No,
I don't give
my
a shit about
audience
your
doesn't really care.
collaborators.
Yeah,
I don't care who your friends are. I'm bigger than all of them.
it's true. Well, not all of
It
them.
is true. I'm bigger than all the ones that would be complaining.
It's true. Well,
'Cause I haven't
you're bigger
collaborated
than
with other
all
ones.
of the ones that I would ever introduce you to.
I see what you're doing. You're intentionally holding me back so that you can catch up.
Yeah.
You have all your
Yeah.
famous friends you have that you're not going to show us to each other because then they might get some subscribers for me.
You
That's your
really don't.
That's your fucked up little scheme.
You really don't get a whole lot of subscribers from other people, though. From what
I
I've
do
heard.
still have these
and
ass
seen.
huggers.
Yeah, you do. Your ass.
You get a lot
is...
of subscribers from other people if they're famous.
It's true. It's like after a certain cutoff date, then you get a shit ton. But do you like pay any attention to CNanners or anything like that, or no?
Nope.
Okay, so they recently brought on a guy that was a non-YouTuber and have been playing with him, and he made a YouTube
Whoa.
channel and started filming it just for the hell of it, whatever. But as far as I can tell, he's only gotten about 5,000 subscribers from being with the bigger channels, which is still pretty
Dun, dun,
substantial.
dun.
But
That
his
is a fair
growth,
amount.
his growth is essentially just topped out at that number.
It'd be interesting to see, to look up stats about Cryotic, and to see if there's any big bumps in his subscriber count around the time that he collaborated with PewDiePie with stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, Cryotic's content is so wildly different from PewDiePie's.
It is, because he does
Like-
long-form Let's Plays
Yeah, he does. He is all about the game,
of
nothing
relatively
about...
boring horror games too.
Yeah,
And PewDiePie does super edited face cam screaming.
it's pretty different.
I don't know if I've ever heard Cryotic scream.
No.
I'm just realizing this fact.
I've heard him shout once, but that's because nobody was shutting up.
You saying he screamed and shouted?
Yeah.
Come on, baby. I need to... Oh god, I'm about to die.
Oh, sorry. I should.
Vanishing time. There we go, that's taken care of. I had a moment where I'm like,
gosh.
the game's
good.
getting loud for me.
Oh, ouch. Carl?
What? Do I have to be champion all the time?
No.
There we go. The game just seems
Chasing
louder
me.
than normal, and it's starting to infringe upon like TeamSpeak
hey.
volume.
This area says 40 up. Like, are we the wrong level for this?
No, this area says 30 to 40.
Oh.
30 to 40.
40
I need to
up
find a
is to our east.
stickbone animus.
If you're
Guys,
if you're on the map and you're putting your mouse over to the east, then you're seeing Eastern Plague Lands. We're currently in the Western Plague Lands, which is 5 levels lower.
Ah, okay.
Guys, where's the stickbone animus?
I have not seen that thing.
I got a stickbone berserker. I don't know where the enemy
That's-
Yeah, we need to find the animus somewhere.
Oh, wait, it's directly no... Oh, it's inside this tower thing. I got it.
Probably. That would make sense.
In retrospect, this is false, and don't come in here. Bad things may be happening. Actually, I'm
in
okay.
Here.
I've
Let's
got
kill it all.
crazy AoE and
Let's kill
healing
it all.
abilities. However,
It is interesting.
Oh,
though.
hey! We did kill it somehow.
Did we?
Oh!
I think
guess
it
we
was that
did it.
dude with the cloak. Oh no, that's a desiccated
Maybe.
Magus. Never mind.
Well,
Maybe.
whatever.
I have AoE melee on, so it might have been there, and I might have killed it on accident.
We were supposed to use our bombs on it, but we kind of just
Oh.
decided screw it and killed it
Apparently.
anyway. Works for
that's
me.
why there were so many. That's probably what all the skeletons were coming from. The hordes of
Okay.
them.
Spread out and kill desiccated undead.
We were probably supposed to go to the source of all those hordes of skeletons and kill whatever was making them.
Yeah,
That's
I
probably
guess.
what happened. That would be my guess anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is interesting collaborating with you and stuff, because when we do the group stuff, it's just like, hey, here's like 6 people, and they may have never heard of each other before. Let's just go right, and then like there's no introductions, we don't meet each other, we literally just start playing a game and immediately just start recording. So yeah, inherently people aren't going to quite mix or not going to know how to interact with each other and get on each other's nerves.
Yeah. Though I think
Especially
it's
since
also
people never complain about each other to their face.
It's true. Very, very rarely I found that people are like actually honest about things. But that's kind of one of those where it's like on YouTube, if you start a feud with somebody else, it can go a long time and everybody's gonna know about it. Which is
Tyrannicus.
yeah, seriously.
I mean Tyrannian. I think it's his name. I don't know his name.
I just loved
shows
it that
how-
Omewrecker
shows
showed
how
up to like
spiteful
diss
I
that
am.
guy. Well, that guy
So
deserves
spiteful,
it
I
though.
can't remember this guy's name. Is it Tyrannicon or Tyrannicus or Tyrannian?
I don't know. I could go back and check. I banned him from our Let's Play.
Or was he just a tranny? Is that why he stopped talking? Was it because he was banned,
Yeah,
or because?
yeah, I
Oh.
banned him.
Oh, I thought he just gave up.
No, he did
I
not.
didn't realize you banned him.
Well, it's because he was actually going to other threads and flaming miscellaneous people.
Oh wow, so he was just an all-around asshat.
Yes, he was. Like, honestly, I think
I
he had
don't
just
feel bad
decided
at
the
all.
community was shit stain and decided he would
Yeah.
be a pretty petty internet troll for being a large YouTuber. You'd think
we were
they'd learn
we were
from...
gonna do a podcast on that, but we never did.
Yeah, we never did.
I was kind of interested in talking about the
Okay.
weird gray area
Here.
of what's right and wrong there.
Let's roll it back for a second and actually like give people the background.
Introduce
'cause
it.
Yeah, not a lot of people probably even know what we're talking about.
That there's
This is news to me.
so that there's video evidence of what a piece of shit this person is.
It's true.
Besides their own video, of course.
Yeah, it's true. So Keith, you might as well talk about it, seeing as it was you.
Story
Oh, God.
time.
It's been a long time now too. This was like, I was like
March,
30 or
wasn't
40
it?
episodes into my Dark Souls 2 series, so it was about a month after the game came out. And now we're in October, almost November, and this video will probably come out in December.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. I was a much smaller channel at the time, so although I'm still a small channel compared to that guy's channel.
Well,
he has like 150,000, I want to say. Or I'm
yeah,
making
he was
that up maybe.
He was much bigger than anybody, or at
Not as
least
big as Jordy Jordan.
it's true.
Jordy, why
he
are we
wa-
playing D&D?
Watch him actually respond to your video. It's like, oh yeah, Tuesday.
For reference to people following this series and pay attention to very specific things we've said in the past, at one point I said that I got a comment that says like, "You're a really good Let's Player," and I was talking to Wander about the idea of like, does it ever make you uncomfortable to just get really, really naked compliments? Like not like not like this part of the video was well done or like this thing went well. It's like literally, you are good at thing, in like very bland terms, and like being like I get uncomfortable about straight up compliments sometimes.
Yeah, same.
That was
Hey, this
Jordy
guy's an
Jordan,
elite.
who has about 450,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I was supposed to use a thing on this guy.
That was a fun
To make him
instead we
weak.
Yeah.
We were supposed to throw a bomb at him to weaken him.
Yeah, we're supposed to do a lot of things in this game, but instead we just hit it with things until it dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because all the difficulty has removed any of the actual mechanics of quests from the game.
It's true.
I just realized I don't think we've done a single protect this guy while he walks really slowly for 12 hours quest.
They
Did
have
remove those?
largely removed them from the game.
Wow, those used to be like the thing.
Yeah.
That was like time
Like
to
the
pay attention
chickens-
because I don't want to repeat this whole thing.
The chickens still exist. But,
The chickens?
yeah. So, Jordy Jordan. And the comment. Keep going, Keith. Keep us on track
Well, I
so
mean,
we're not
we
losing the
just got
topic.
we got the comment from Jordy Jordan. I didn't know at the time. I just saw some comment, and it was
Well-
just some name, and I didn't know who Jordy Jordan was, so I thought it was just some random commenter. I'm like, oh, that's nice to get a nice comment, but it makes me uncomfortable because I don't deal with compliments well. But then I look up later, like Radiant Game is like, wow, Wings is here, and I look it up, Jordy Jordan on Twitter, and it's like it's Wings of Redemption, and he's got 450-ish thousand subscribers on YouTube and stuff, and he's like, I guess he's supposed to be some big Call of Duty Let's Player. I've never heard of him before until this, but it was just like, oh shit, this was accidentally a big channel.
Well, bye, guys. I'm going to the moon.
Oh, I guess you're just flying now.
Yep.
But this was just a random tangent because I was just saying that he's way bigger than Tyrann and asshole.
It's true.
Tyranny face.
So,
Did he
continue
not
with that
die?
story
He
next.
just teleported away.
Yeah, I
So
guess so.
Tyrannic.
We dealt with him, except now he's
Weird.
over there.
There's story stuff happening here. There's a bunch of-
Tira.
bunch of hostile and friendly characters we can't interact with right now. Weird. But I did my Let's Play series on Dark Souls 2 as a cleric, and it had really good hits from SEO because it was called, like, it had cleric in the title and stuff like that, so I was getting views and everything. But one day I looked up Dark Souls 2 cleric, and the top, I think that I want to say the top result was me, and then the second result was some guide about how to play clerics. And I'm like, oh, I should watch that. Maybe it'll give me some sort of information. First of all, not a real guide. Literally all it does is say, this is the equipment that the cleric starts with. Here are the stats they start with. The end. And it's like a 1 minute long of just useless garbage that was clearly being puked out very cynically just to try to create, just to, like eat up search results, basically. Like he shamelessly crapped out little 1 minute videos for every single class when the game was coming out. And so, but I watched the cleric video, and I'm like, wait a minute, this looks really familiar. And I'm like, okay, so who makes a cleric that is a skinny, old, pale white guy with freckles and blushed cheeks and blonde dreadlocks? Oh yeah, me. Like, it's such a hilariously recognizable character that I was like, okay, this seems too ridiculous to be a coincidence that someone would make the exact same character as me. So I investigated, and I played his video next to my video and realized it was my video. So, like, in his shitty little character guide that had zero useful information in it whatsoever and was a amazingly cynical attempt to just eat up search results and just generally create shitty content for Dark Souls fans to look up so he could get more subscribers. Because literally all it does is tell you the stuff that it tells you on the character creation screen, so it's useless. So to do all this, he was ripping content from other people's channels. So he first ripped all the content from the, like, publicly available, like, here's your first look at the Dark Souls beta footage that, like, From Software put out about the gameplay. But for all the classes that they didn't do that for, he ripped content from other people's Let's Play channels. And to this day, like, I don't know if he gave credit for any of the other people. He probably didn't, because we had to practically, like, crucify him to get him to do it for me.
Yeah.
But
it took
like the whole
several
channel
large
featured,
YouTubers too.
Oh yeah, Omrecker, like a whole bunch of other big YouTubers all got on this thing because what happened is when I noticed that he used my footage, I'm like, I tried to contact him about this because, like, common decency says this is not good behavior on YouTube to rip someone else's footage and not give credit for it in any way, especially not without any permission or anything like that. So I just tried contacting him about it and like saying like why this is like, first of all, like not good conduct, and is also in sort of like a legal gray area of like being able to even do this in the first place, especially since he's running ads and getting subscribers and making money off of my video, basically. So he can do a shitty 1 minute of commentary over it when like I made the real video in the first place. But so I contacted him. He had the most just awful, shitty person response that he could possibly have, and was just generally an ass about it. So instead of dealing with that anymore, because he was clearly just being like, I don't have to deal with you, and like just he was very blatantly like not going to change anything about it, and didn't think, and he just, it's one of those things where like, if you were really patient, you could push the conversation more and more if you really wanted to, but you just know from their first response of like, yeah, this person's not going to budge an inch, and they're just a shithead, basically. Like they're going to be the worst person if you continue this conversing.
And they probably think they can get away with it too.
Exactly. Like... So I posted the evidence and the footage to our subreddit for r/Let's Play, and then it exploded and became the most controversial, or at least the most upvoted and comment-heavy video post I've ever made on Reddit.
Also, one of the highest on that subreddit. Like, it was pretty close to the Markiplier and Cryotic AMA.
It was pretty high up there. Bit. So it was so tons of comments, tons of tweets that were tagging both myself and there's tweets that were tagging both myself and Tyrannicon, of course, and then there were a ton of people, like big Let's Players, coming into the thread and putting their 2 cents in and stuff. And just almost universally, people were on my side on this, basically. Because whether or not it's legal or not, it was just like, this is just so blatantly not good conduct. You are a cat.
I'm a kitty cat. Is
that a quest or is that a treat?
I'm a kitty cat.
You don't have an orc mask on my screen, I don't think.
Well, that's because I'm a kitty cat.
Kitty! Kitty, get back here! Get out of my lasagna!
Nope.